Want to captivate those around you? Explore these 9 psychological tricks that can turn casual acquaintances into devoted fans. Imagine being the person everyone is eager to engage with, leaving a lasting impression that echoes long after you've walked away. This isn't about manipulation, it's about mastering the art of charisma, building genuine connections and becoming the most magnetic version of yourself. These 9 tricks, firmly rooted in psychological principles and human behavior, are simple yet incredibly effective. Be sure to pay special attention to number 9. It's a real game changer. Let's kick things off with a moment we all dread: embarrassment. Whether it's tripping in public, saying something a bit awkward, or facing an uncomfortable moment, we've all been there. The way you respond to these situations speaks volumes about your confidence. Picture this. You're delivering a presentation and suddenly blank out on your next point. Do you freeze, turn red, and panic? Or do you brush it off with a laugh, saying something like, "Guess my brain just hit the snooze button for a moment"? When you laugh at yourself, you reclaim control of the situation. Confidence is magnetic, and when you show that you're comfortable with your imperfections, people find you instantly more relatable. Think of the most charming individuals you know. They embrace their flaws and turn awkward moments into humorous, memorable experiences. So, next time you accidentally spill coffee on yourself, try to say, "Well, looks like I just invented coffee art." The key is to laugh first and invite others to join in the fun, not to ridicule you. Stand-up comedians often excel in using self-deprecating humor to forge connections with their audience. Incorporating this humor into your interactions can be a powerful tool for creating bonds. And did you know you can enhance laughter's impact? It's called a laugh tag. Whenever you share a laugh, lightly touch the other person's arm or shoulder. This small gesture can have a significant psychological effect. Touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, fostering trust and closeness. Combine that with humor and you create an instant connection. Keep it light and appropriate. A gentle tap on the forearm or shoulder works wonders. If you're joking around and someone bursts into laughter, give their arm a light touch and say, "You're cracking me up." Observe how their body language shifts. They'll lean in, smile more, and feel a deeper connection to you. Practice these techniques in your interactions with friends and watch your relationships flourish. Coworkers often notice that a simple, well-timed touch can really enhance interactions. Humor is like a superpower, and one of the easiest ways to be funny is through exaggeration. People love hyperboles because they're unexpected and hilarious. For example, instead of saying, "I was so tired," try saying, "I was so tired I could have slept through a rock concert." It's a minor tweak, but it creates a vivid, funny image that makes people laugh. Humor activates the reward center of the brain and releases dopamine, which makes everyone feel good. So, why not practice incorporating some exaggeration into your everyday conversations? If someone asks about your weekend, you could say, "It was so busy, I feel like I aged a decade." Little touches like this keep conversations lively and enjoyable. Here's a fun trick. For just a moment, pretend to have an over-the-top ego. If someone compliments you with, "You're so good at this," instead of the usual, "Thanks," you might respond with, "Well, I am kind of amazing," and then follow it up with a laugh or a smile. This playful, self-aware humor shows confidence without coming across as arrogant. If someone remarks on how fit you've been looking, you might say, "Yeah, I'm basically training for the next superhero movie." Just remember to smile or laugh afterward to make it clear you're joking. Compliments are another essential tool. They have a powerful psychological effect. They boost serotonin, the happiness hormone, and create an instant positive connection with you. If you notice someone's outfit looks good, don't hold back. Say something like, "That jacket looks amazing on you." Simple, genuine compliments can really brighten someone's day and make a lasting impression. Finally, here's a fundamental truth about people. They love to talk about themselves. One of the easiest ways to make others really take notice of you is by mastering the art of listening and shifting the conversational spotlight back to them. When you give someone the chance to share about themselves, it triggers a release of dopamine in their brain, making them feel valued and significant. They start to associate those positive feelings with you. Instead of dominating the conversation, try asking open-ended questions. For instance, if someone tells you they just got a promotion, don't just say, "Congratulations." Instead, ask, "That's amazing. What's the first thing you're most excited to tackle in your new role?" This keeps the conversation flowing and shows you genuinely care about them. Picture yourself at a networking event. Rather than talking about your own achievements, ask the person you're chatting with about their journey. If they mention a recent project, respond with something like, "That sounds fascinating. What inspired you to take that approach?" The secret lies in active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Engage with what the other person is saying. Nod, maintain eye contact, and occasionally repeat back something they said to show you're paying attention. When it's your turn to speak, steer clear of dull facts. People are naturally attracted to curiosity and intrigue, so use hooks to capture their interest. A hook is a surprising or intriguing opening that compels people to want to know more. Instead of saying, "I went to the gym yesterday," try, "You won to believe what happened at the gym yesterday. I accidentally ended up in a Zumba class." Hooks spark curiosity, drawing people into your narrative. Start with a question like, "Have you ever had one of those days where everything goes hilariously wrong?" Then follow with a bold statement like, "I just did something I swore I'd never do." Add a teaser such as, "I learned a huge lesson yesterday, and it came from the most unexpected place." If someone asks how your weekend was, instead of a bland answer like, "Good," share something like, "It was insane. I ended up at a karaoke bar, and let's just say I'm officially banned from singing Bon Jovi." Practice creating hooks for common questions like, "What do you do?" or "How's life?" This will make even the most ordinary conversations far more engaging. Charismatic individuals are like excellent storytellers. They always have a few captivating tales ready to share. Stories are memorable, entertaining, and help forge deeper connections. Our brains are wired to respond to stories, activating the sensory and emotional parts, which makes your words more vivid and impactful. Reflect on the moments from your life that you can share. Those stories can really elevate any conversation. When you give someone the chance to share about themselves, their brain releases dopamine, making them feel valued and important. They start to subconsciously connect those positive emotions to you. Instead of dominating the conversation, try to ask open-ended questions. For example, if someone shares that they just received a promotion, don't just say, "Congratulations." Instead, ask, "That's amazing. What's the first thing you're excited to tackle in your new role?" This encourages the conversation to flow and shows you're genuinely interested in them. Imagine you're at a networking event. Rather than talking about your own achievements, focus on the person in front of you and inquire about their journey. If they mention a recent project, a great response could be, "That sounds fascinating. What inspired you to take that approach?" The key here is active listening. Don't merely wait for your chance to speak. Engage with what the other person is saying. Nodding, making eye contact, and repeating back parts of what they say demonstrates that you're truly engaged. When it's finally your turn to speak, skip the boring details. People naturally gravitate towards curiosity and intrigue, so use hooks to capture their attention. Instead of saying, "I went to the gym yesterday," try, "You won't believe what happened at the gym yesterday. I accidentally found myself in a Zumba class." Hooks pique curiosity and draw people into your story. You might start with a question like, "Have you ever had one of those days where everything hilariously goes wrong?" Then follow up with a bold statement like, "I just did something I swore I'd never do," and tease them with, "I learned a huge lesson yesterday from the most unexpected source." For example, when someone asks how your weekend was, rather than giving a typical response like, "It was good," say, "It was insane. I ended up at a karaoke bar, and let's just say I'm officially banned from singing Bon Jovi." Practice creating engaging hooks for common questions like, "What do you do?" or "How's life?" This can make even mundane conversations much more engaging. Charismatic people are like great storytellers. They usually have a few captivating stories ready to share. Stories are memorable, entertaining, and they help foster deeper connections. Our brains respond to stories by activating the sensory and emotional parts, making your words more vivid and impactful. Reflect on the moments in your own life that have shaped your stories. Let us dive into some stories that are not just amusing, but also uplifting, or maybe even a bit unexpected. Picture this. You find yourself lost in a bustling foreign city and somehow stumble upon a local festival. The confusion sets in, and you're trying to communicate with the locals, leading to a series of hilarious moments that you'll never forget. Practice sharing these narratives out loud. The more you do it, the more natural and engaging you'll become. Remember, confidence is the cornerstone of everything we've talked about. Without it, even the best stories can fall flat. Confidence makes you magnetic, memorable, and, dare I say, irresistible. But here's the key. Confidence isn't about striving for perfection. It's about embracing every bit of who you are, quirks and all. People are not drawn to flawlessness. They gravitate toward authenticity. Keep a growth mindset. View every interaction as a chance to learn. If you stumble, dust yourself off and keep moving forward. Focus on your strengths, not what you think you lack. Stand tall, make eye contact, and try to avoid fidgeting. Your body speaks volumes, so let it tell a confident story. Imagine entering a room full of unfamiliar faces. Instead of worrying about their perceptions, walk in thinking, "I have something valuable to offer." This simple shift will transform how you present yourself and how others perceive you. Confidence doesn't mean you're fearless. It simply means you're ready to act even if you feel nervous. Take that first step, voice your thoughts, and believe in yourself. These aren't just bits of advice. They are powerful tools that can change your social life, enhance your confidence, and help you forge meaningful connections. So here's the deal. If you close this chapter, we might never cross paths again. Embrace the journey of building confidence or live a life unfulfilled. The choice is yours. See you on the other side.